Hello YouTube, my name is Ekuegan. Call me EK or Eku, whichever one you want to call me. In this video, I'm gonna go back over the mental battle harmony, and I remember I spoke about this when I did the battle harmony vid with the Vex. I kind of want to go back over with AGER'S SCEPTER, and like elemental wells and all that jazz. Why is this a fun thing to kind of use? Well, as you can know, AGER'S SCEPTER is, a stasis weapon. Is in a connect slot. Whenever you kill with it, it's going to generate slow bursting around other targets. So, like, if you kill something, it freezes the near targets. The neat thing about this as well is that whenever you get the kill, stasis final blows. It transfer ammo to this weapon's magazine from reserves. So, it doesn't really have to even be like the weapon that kills. If you kill something with your stasis, it's going to basically work with this intrinsically. Just going over the armor, before I do that, I kind of want to go over why this works. And, the whole setup here is to like get you super quick, be able to put out turrets, and just kind of have fun. This is, you can probably use this in endgame PvE if you wanted to. I don't really use it much there. But if you were just messing around or you're going through strikes, you just want to like clean up on stuff a lot and kill things and not have to worry about like possibly dying or someone doing something silly. Now you can freeze things, you can use your super, and you have synergy. All right, so here, when it comes to like my abilities, this doesn't matter much. So this is like up to you what you kind of want to use here. Aspects, I have the Bleak Watcher on, which basically gives you the turret, right? Glacial Harvest is going to be freezing targets, create stasis shards around the frozen target. High tier combat, create more shards. The reason why you want this is because if you get like a yellow bar or a champion or something like that, you have frozen them a few times, they actually, for champions, it creates 3 orbs that come to you, and you're gonna see why I want to run Glacial Harvest soon here. So stasis shards around frozen targets are going to be the plan is to make them come to me by using my buddy here, Whisper Conduction. Nearby stasis shards will track to my position. Okay, so those are the main things. Do you need to run the stasis turret? No, you don't. Is it nice to have? Is it convenient? Yes, because your other 2 options are casting your Rift to freeze or shattering a frozen target, spawn seekers that track and freeze other nearby targets. I feel like you don't need this because you have AGER'S, which basically when you kill something, it freezes everything around it. So you don't really need the bolts and you don't really need the pulse, right, to freeze things, right? You're going to be freezing the whole time. The main thing here is Glacial Harvest and Whisper Conductions. Now, next thing, I'm running Whisper Bonds. Defeating frozen targets grants me my super energy. So I am basically trying to tie this with the synergy of the mental battle harmony as well. Okay, so Whisper Bonds, because the enemies that I'm killing will be frozen, will also give me super energy. On top of it, kinetic weapons do increase damage to stasis crystals and frozen targets. I'm using AGER'S. That means I'm probably going to be freezing enemies for a while here. So neat thing to kind of do is have AGER'S in your connect slot. That paired up with this is going to be really neat. Next thing is, while I'm near frozen targets or friendly stasis crystals, I take reduced damage. This also gives me plus 10 recovery. This is really nice to have because I know that around me, a lot of these enemies are going to be frozen. That allows me to kind of survive a bit more. So you'll see in this build, I will not be making like a crazy resilience thing. This is more like recovery and discipline. Now, if you can somehow get these 2 to 100 and then work on resilience, cool. The thing is, intellect stat, you don't really have to work on it much because we will be getting a lot of super energy here. Now, next thing I want to go over are the well mods that I'm using, right? So first I have elemental shards. Stasis shards count as stasis elements wells for me, okay? Remember we had in the subclass where like I make shards and then the shards come to me, right? Now I have something here, right? So stasis shards count as stasis elemental wells for me. So that means anytime I make a shard, that is a well. And it's going to track and it's going to come to me. That means I don't really need to go out for it. And I believe it's about 15 meters that you have to be near for it to happen. Next thing, on the boots, we have elemental time dilation. You don't have to put this the same way, but you can put it in different places if you like. Elemental well mods that grant you time limited benefits can now stack, increasing the duration of the effect of each copy of the mod you have equipped. Next mod is the Font of Wisdom. Font of Wisdom, picking up an elemental well that matches your subclass energy type, grants you a temporary significant increase in your intellect, improving the recharge rate of your super. So what you're seeing here is like we're stacking multiple things that are going to give you your super energy back, right? from the subclass with the Whisper Bonds, and then you have Font of Wisdom here. And then on the gloves right now, I have elemental armaments. Combatant weapon final blows with a damage type that matches subclass, also have an escalating chance to spawn elemental well, right? So now we have an AGER'S, which is a stasis weapon, right? That matches your subclass, that when you kill, you also get wells. So now we're getting wells and shards on top of it. When your turret also freezes, it's going to make shards. So basically what you're doing here, you're just getting free shards. And then for my helmet, I'm running Enduring Wells. It increases the lifespan of my wells I create, right? That means it's going to work on any shard or any wells that I make. Not any shards, but any wells that I make. That means it gets to last a little bit longer, which is a really nice thing. All right, so yeah, here goes the presentation. We're gonna start with the boss. We're gonna push him. I'm gonna leave one ad up because I want to get rid of my super real quick, so then we can kind of see the super regen. All right, here we go. As you can see, the crystals coming to me basically give me my super, and boom, all ads are dead. They all got frozen. It's us and the boss. This is, I think it's pretty neat because we'll do it again. Man, these guys love freezing me though. As you can see, I got my super back again. It takes about 20 to 25, right? I don't have high intellect. I just happen to have like these mods put together. That's about it. All right, so as you saw there, in about 20 to 25 seconds, I got my super, and I didn't pick up any orbs from my teammates. I didn't do anything. I just had all those wells come in. If you need to see the exact breakdown of everything that I had on, it should be at the beginning of the video. If you like what you see, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. If you want to see me make more content like this, definitely leave a comment. Don't forget to turn on your notifications for all, and I'll see you guys on the next video.